moment. At that moment, what are you doing? Just being aware. Huh?
And get aware.
Awareness. Because that 1 minute will keep you going for maybe another 60 minutes. But then 60 minutes again you will come to that. So on the whole, then you will create a practice of being aware. What is your hand doing? What is your thought doing? What is your finger doing? What is your complete body movement doing? How is your heart beating? What is your eyes doing? What is your nose? What are you feeling? Everything, just be aware of your body. Are you writing? What are you doing? How much you are involved? Are you lost somewhere, or you just doing for the sake of complete awareness for 1 minute? You just get it. And that 1 minute awareness every hour will make you a wonderful aware being. It's just an experiment. 1 minute meditation. And this meditation I'm going to introduce in corporates, that 1 minute meditation. So you just, every hour, just check what you are doing. How is your breathing going? Are you upset? Just watch. Yes, I'm upset. Lovely. Accept it. Gone. I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy. Wonderful. I'm unhappy. Accept it. Enjoy that unhappiness. Let it go. Keep on moving. You'll 100% within 2 days you will see the difference within yourself, that you are glowing now. It's a lovely exercise because you don't have to do anything. Just every one hour, just be aware, and nobody will come to know also what is happening, because you're just there and just watching yourself and moving ahead. Watching yourself and moving ahead. Nobody will know, because it's only for 1 minute you have to do. Now when you
what will happen is that 1 hour will not come to know. What I suggest is just take your alarm, take out your mobile, put an alarm at 10 o'clock. अलार्म की घंटी बजेगी, that time you are aware. वो बंद कर दो, 11 बजे का वापस लगा दो, वापस 12 बजे का लगा दो, वापस 1 बजे का लगा दो, and that time it will ring, and that time you will be.
Yeah, only now you know the process. You know the process. Only the ring will make you aware.
निकल जाएगा, पता नहीं चलेगा.
Only the ringtone will make you aware, because you know the process.
Maybe only initially this may be needed.
Exactly.
Then it will happen to you. Because then, see, this should happen 24/7. This should happen 24/7. But somewhere it has to begin. So I think this is
sleeping, how will it happen?
Huh?
When I'm sleeping, how will it happen?
It will happen.
In sleeping also we have to.
You have to.
Every 1 hour sleeping.
But that will happen. You don't have to do anything. See, if you do something, you are resisting to it.
You don't have to keep alarm every hour.
No.
Is there any system where every 1 hour is going to sleep? There is a system in the phone?
Okay. Yeah. There is, but you don't have to keep the alarm for the night.
Don't do that. You keep in the day hours only. Basically, when you are active, when you are office, what do you do, Hari?
Yeah, I'm doing a service.
Okay. Then what exactly in service?
It's a sales line.
Okay, lovely. So wherever you are, if you are traveling, just be aware. Just be aware of what is around. If you're just not doing something, you're sitting in a bus maybe, but just be aware of what is going within me. I'm sitting, what's vibrating, this is what I'm feeling in the body, everything is beautiful around, everything is passing by, there's a tree, there's birds chirping. Just be aware of everything. Complete situation, that moment you should merge with everything happening within you and outside you for 1 minute. That is falling in love. Falling in love is not a small, because loneliness is a part of the whole. Because when it's a part of whole, you feel incomplete. When it's a part, you feel incomplete. But when you realize that you are alone and everybody is still with you, you do not need anybody, but that's with you only. And that you will fill up yourself with that fullness. That fullness is love. In fullness, you will always give. You will not try to hold to anything. You just keep on giving. That's all. Doesn't matter you, because you do not need any material thing to give. You just give. You feel like giving something, you just give. That is fullness. That is falling in love. What happens when you are lonely? What happens when you are lonely?
Blackouts.
Huh?
start getting thoughts.
Thinking. But do you know what you are thinking?
You hold on to the memories.
But how much time you can hold on to the memories?
Not much.
And then it's give loneliness, na? That person is not there.
but
I'll tell you
suppose
why am I saying so strongly? Because when I lost my father, I could not accept it, right? And started feeling I'm very lonely without him, very lonely without him. And started talk about him all the time, talk about his habits and his memories comes. And the day I started understanding that he is not there, I don't know, everything became very normal. I felt so good then.
But are you feeling?
So that time I felt I was really holding on to the memories.
Are you feeling that 24 hours that he's not there? If that thought is there, tomorrow she goes away, and I think, okay, no good news, please. Okay. So I'm feeling. I'm feeling.
You could have put other example also.
I'll talk about myself. I won't talk about her. So I feel that I'm missing her, and then I'll keep on talking about her. But when I'm missing her, am I missing her all the time? So what happens in the gaps of that thoughts of missing?
There's some other thoughts.
There's some other thoughts.
Some
Now
other
what
activities.
What are that thoughts which you're filling up yourself with?
What I have to do next? What I have to do after an hour?
Maybe you do not know about the thoughts.
Yeah.
You're not aware. You will do plan that maybe tomorrow these people will come and I have to be here. You do not know about the thoughts. Very unaware situations you are going through, which is filling up your space and making you lonely. Because in loneliness, the most of the situation is unaware. You do not know what is happening. And whenever you remember that thing, you again feel lonely. Because you are getting your past into the present and you are again sulking. You are sinking.
Yeah, loneliness is always a past.
Yeah, it's always the past. Now what is that? What is that past and I feel lonely? What is it is full of? What is it full of? In loneliness, am I brave?
No.
Anxiety, worries and all.
Anxiety is there, worry is there,
Scared.
and behind everything
Fear.
there is a fear.
Fear.
Lovely. There is a fear.
Insecurity.
Insecurity. Insecurity is again a fear. So everything is around that fear. I am not happy because I am surrounded with the fear. In loneliness, you are always fearful. You do not want to face somebody many times. You want to run away from the situation. You feel like committing suicide or disconnecting with everybody. That is kind of the feeling you get. Is that feeling comfortable feeling? It's uncomfortable. Then why we don't want to come out of that uncomfort? Why don't we want to come out of that uncomfort? हम क्यों नहीं आना चाहते उस uncomfort के बाहर? We like to be like that.
That's what you said. No?
क्यों नहीं आना चाहते?
No, probably that is not uncomfortable.
Fear of unknown.
You are comfortable in that pitiful situation of yourself. Sometimes.
Then why you want to end yourself? If you are comfortable, you do not want to end yourself.
What is
You
further
normally, the
beyond?
depressed people, they want to end themselves. So if they are comfortable, why they want to end themselves? They can enjoy the comfort. Because comfort is supposed to be fun.
Because that is the last stage you lose all hope, basically. That is the last stage of...
That's what it is, because to light a candle, you need to work. They don't want to work. They don't want to work to light a candle. They want somebody whom they are missing to come and light the candle for them, and then they will be comfortable. Are you understanding? There is a lot of expectation in it. If I am missing you, I want you to come and then light a candle, then I will be happy. But not anybody else. Only you can come.
Dadagiri,
Huh? There is.
actually, no.
There is
Emotional
force.
dadagiri, yeah.
No,
I would
like
put it
you
that way.
see, you are not aware. It's not emotional dadagiri. There is no dadagiri, but I'm not aware. That's all. I will not blame the person who is unaware. You cannot blame. See, you look at that incidents of Jesus when he was being dragged and he was being hit, and he just said one thing: they do not know what they are doing. So please forgive them. Such a beautiful and a powerful statement. They are not aware. तो उनको क्या तुम गाली देगा? तुम क्या कर सकते हो उनके लिए? कुछ नहीं कर सकते. But you just get up and light the candle for yourself. That you can do. That's a small thing you have to do. Just candle light and everything is lit. Everything is beautiful. Everything is there. You'll be able to see every corner what is happening. That is what we do in meditation. We just look at every corner and we know what is happening in every corner. So we know that we are not entangled with that thing. We just give them freedom to move. Let it go. When you accept, you are free, and you give the freedom to the opposite person also. We let them enjoy and let us have our freedom. And in freedom, there is always giving. Because if you need something, take it. I am free, you are free. That's why in meditation, I give importance to that forgiveness thing, because it is very powerful exercise, because I feel that forgiveness and blessing, these two are much powerful than sitting in the meditation and closing your eyes and being selfish. That is very important. The process is very important. But these two are important because in this two process you are giving. You are learning to give back. And that process is for self to grow within. So 1 minute meditation. What do you do when you are lonely? When we are talking about giving, in loneliness, what do we do?
Nothing, sulk.
You are begging.
Huh?
You are begging.
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 Sulking and begging.
You are begging. All the time you want somebody around, and you give a story, and this is what my life is, and why this, and you will blame everyone for that situation, not yourself for that situation. You are not responsible for that situation you are into. Everybody else is responsible for that situation. And to correct the situation, you want somebody to come and correct it, because you are begging for that correction. Please, you come, you can save my life. Then that person can be girlfriend, boyfriend, friend, it can be God. It can be society. This is another thing. This is another thing which is created. Sorry?
Quotes.
Quote. Quote. This is another thing which is created to fill up loneliness is society. You are part of society. The society is your thing. They will help you whenever you need them. Nobody comes to you. Always remember, they are wonderful thing. As individual, everybody is beautiful. Then we created religion. Now, when you create a religion, you know that you are not alone. If I think I am a Hindu, I know I am not alone, because there are lakhs of Hindus with me. I am Muslim, so I feel I am not alone. There are lakhs of Muslims with me. Are they with me or they are not with me? I do not know. As a Christian, you feel, okay, there is a church which has been created. Okay, my people will come and meet over here in the church every Thursday or Wednesday or whatever, and we'll be together. And we try to fill up that loneliness with this kind of feeling, this kind of thoughts. religious thought. You getting this point? Isn't it? Huh? Then I feel this is my Maharaj, this is my Guru. You know, again, creating that is creating, you're creating loneliness, and then you're creating that I can feel it, I can remove your dukkhas. Nobody can remove anybody dukkhas. Beside you, there is nobody in the universe. You are the only person who can help you. And if you cannot help yourself, nobody can help you. And that self is that aware self. If you are not aware, you also can't help yourself. Only awareness can help you. Then there are a lot of techniques been created. The techniques of doing rosary, the techniques of doing some mantra japa, and techniques of doing something, or creating mandalas and whatever you call it. A lot of techniques been created. But that all the techniques is to make you understand that you have to enjoy everything, and that enjoyment is going to go away from you. For some time it is there with you, after it's going to go away. So when it is not there, you still have to enjoy. This moment is now with me, let me celebrate. Next moment, wonderful, let me celebrate. Now, awareness is staying in present moment, staying in now. Right? What is happening? Why do we emphasize? Why the meditation teaches you to stay in the present moment, staying in now? Why does it emphasize to stay in now? You are not answering. You know the answer.
Mind likes to go in the past.
Yes, mind likes to go in the past or the future. It likes to dream.
Yes.
Shasai, why now? What are you aware of this moment?
Aware about self only.
What is the self? When you call yourself, what is that self? Ma'am?
Center.
Center. Yes, center. But what is that center? Is made up of what?
It can't be explained that way.
You
It's
can.
only
You can.
ego only.
Huh?
It's ego.
No.
No, it's my moment.
Yeah, but what is it made up of that moment? It's your moment. But what is that? If I am aware of this moment, how do I be aware of this moment? See, it's a very beautiful statement to still be aware of this moment. But in this moment, what to be aware of? You're just present. But what to be aware of?
Presence only.
Presence
I'm
of what?
there, yes.
You are
I'm
there.
yeah.
But then you are there as a physical form.
No. Whatever.
Fully.
We are not.
How? Why? Why that now? Yensa,
Because you are there at that point of time.
you are there. But why you are there? You are there right now also. You know about it. And that's why you are planning your future and you are seeing your past, because you are there. If you are not there, you won't be seeing all these things. If you are seeing your past and if you are seeing your future, you are dreaming about your future, you are there. If you are not there, you cannot dream. So what are you aware of being coming in now? What are you made up of? We'll go to little subtleness of that present moment. Harisa?
Love.
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 What is that love made up of? How do you know it's love? I shout at my children, that is love. Or is that anger? How will I know? My children will think I'm angry, but I feel that right now this is what the language should be used and this is how I should say. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, that's a different thing. But what I'm aware of right now, I'm talking about that.
My actions, my
The
thoughts.
moment.
You're coming close, the moment, but what is happening in the moment? The senses. What are your five senses doing this time, at this moment? If you can see that five senses, that my eyes are doing this, my ears are doing this, my touch is doing this, my smell is doing this, my taste is doing this. If I am aware of these five moments right now, I am aware of complete myself.
Yes.
Because if I am engaged somewhere else, it will be through these 5 senses only. These 5 senses makes my physical self. So coming in the present moment is looking at the senses. It's not looking at the moment, because there is nothing to look at the moment. There is nothing in the moment. It's empty. That emptiness will happen to you. First you have to know yourself, this is what is happening right now. I am so much engaged outside. I am still thinking of the same taste. I am still listening to that same talk. So I am not there. My teacher or Bhagavad Gita or Bible is there. Then I am seeing that thing, imagining. Again another illusion. So everything coming together in this present moment, this is what I am doing. Let me be present now. That is coming into the now.
Staying in now.
Staying
in now.
Staying in now. You just be present. It's like in the school, your teacher says, Mr. Hari, yes sir. And that is coming into the present. You're just there. You're aware, you're listening, and you're there. My name and I'm up. That is coming in the present moment. Once we know how to come in the present moment, we'll practice this every 1 hour. And maybe next Saturday we'll have a report of that, how it worked. So you have to come alive. That's all. Life is so beautiful. No complaints in life. The lessons are beautiful always. Any questions? So marriage is 2 beggars coming together and begging for love from each other. Loneliness always hurts you. It's painful. It's very painful. What it hurts? When loneliness hurts you, what it is hurting you? You answered it.
Your ego.
Ego. When you are lonely, remember that your ego is being hurt, and that's why you're feeling lonely. Can you fill up the ego with something? Nothing. You fill up with something, your ego will bloat. It will become more big. And bigger the ego, bigger the fall is. It won't make you lighter. It will make you heavier. And when with that loneliness, the way, today we can say somewhere, everybody is somewhere lonely. Somewhere everybody is lonely. It's not, you cannot say that I am now feeling alone. Now everybody is lonely. You cannot claim that, because it is just very personal thing to become alone and to understand and to be aware. It's a very personal thing. I cannot tell you that you're feeling lonely. Do this. I know you're lonely. Now when I say that, you need this. If you need this, if I can't give you, shut up. Don't talk.
People go to counselors and all that for that only.
Yeah. Like, just because you need somebody to pull you out. Like suppose if I'm in the well, so somebody is giving you a rope so you can come up. But after coming up, you have to drop that rope and everything. Then you have to be on self. So counselors are a wonderful thing. It's not something which is wrong.
Initially it is.
Yeah, initially everything is required. Till you come to that place where you feel, yes, it's so beautiful. Then you're meeting together for the beauty to grow. The group meditation. You're just enhancing the beauty to grow. That is group meditations. You're just there, sharing your experiences and helping each other, holding each other's hands and walking together. That is not loneliness, that is sharing. In loneliness, you are full with advice. You know, मेरे साथ हो चुका है. You know, I know what that thing, what you will understand what has happened to me. You know, you make stories. But you are still the same. You are not changed. Because you still think that you know what has happened, what I have gone through. Do you know in life? No, you do not know. I am still there only. Now I want to tell you that this is what happened to me. People who have gone through, they have learned and have grown. It's so wonderful. You are lucky one to go through all these things. But when you hold on to, you still be there. You have to drop. That was our experience. That was learning. We still have 10-15 minutes. You will not cling to anything. So when you are not clinging to anything, you are happy. When you are happy, what can you give other person?
Happiness.
Such a lovely thing. So just be aware. That's all. This is what is going through me and this is what I am doing. Am I doing the right thing? Am I being selfish? That I am demanding something for myself, and then if I get that, will I be happy with that? If I am not happy with X, I cannot be happy with Y also. I cannot be happy with Z also. Because that unhappiness is within me. There is no unhappiness in the world.
Created.
Everything is created. We are creating. And people, for what now we are unhappy, for whatever reasons, people use that unhappiness against us and make us a beggar. They are beggar, we are beggars. You can just look at our political situations. We depend on them, they depend on us, they use us because we are begging for something, and they can tell you, give us this, you don't have to beg, we'll do it for you. We are the same. We are dependent. We cannot get the freedom like that. If you see the life of Mahatma Gandhi, people talk rubbish about something because everybody is not 100% perfect, because he must have done something which is okay. He's a human being, so he must have, because under that pressure you take a wrong decision. But we do not know that at that time, because I wasn't there. So how I'll think, I will not say, but I can sit here and judge him. Oh, he's taken a wrong decision. He shouldn't have done this about the Kashmir or about this. He should have given a chance to Vallabhbhai Patel, or he should have given this. Who am I to judge him? Because I'm not into that situation right now. I'm not in that pressure, because right now what is happening around, he was aware and he took the decision. But he's done a lot of wonderful things. One man who can give up everything of his life, and he created a beautiful. He helped India to grow somewhere. He helped India. I feel so. I'm very enlightened. It's worth calling a Mahatma. A simple guy. I think he was a Kutchi, right? Mahatma Gandhi wasn't a Kutchi. Oh, I always thought he was a Kutchi. Sorry?
But I wasn't Kutchi.
He was a Gujarati. Okay. I know. I always thought because.
No, Shuddhi. No.
So, a lovely guy. What a guts. To light a candle, you need a guts. A small man, skinny guy. Just one incident, and he said no, he doesn't want it. He wants the light to come in. He fought. He gave up everything. He could have been a barrister and made a lot of money. And he could have done a lot of chamchagiri also, and he could have been a rich guy. But he died rich. Today, 1,200 books are being published, his writings. Big thing. Who has that credit?
It is a museum on his name.
Yeah, a lot of museums, not one. And I know something because I know the MD of that. I happen to talk to him, and it's not that I agree with everything, but there's something beautiful. We do not appreciate the beauty. You know, in loneliness, when we do not see things and we do not appreciate things. But once appreciate things in loneliness. But once we fill up that loneliness with awareness, we'll be able to see the beauty of the loneliness. So yes, Shasai, loneliness is beauty too. Because a teacher is beautiful and loneliness is a teacher. If you can learn from the teacher, it's wonderful. But if you are not ready to learn from that teacher, it kills you.
And from loneliness you can go to oneness.
Loneliness, from there you go to aloneness. Once you are aware, when you are aware, you are one.
That is what the positive side of loneliness will bring you to that awareness.
Yeah, it will. It has to. Because
oneness you cannot within the crowd you cannot go to the oneness. You need that loneliness, that few
He's talking about the space.
Space
Yeah. I got it.
to get into that thing.
But after that, in the crowd,
Yeah. But then again, from oneness, you can come into the crowd and you'll be there and there.
but for that you have to start
first
loving
initial,
yourself. You have to start loving yourself.
yeah.
In that loneliness, once you recognize